We can cross multiply on this problem. 11x is equal to 3 times 55. 11x is equal to 3 times 5 is 15. Carry 1. 15 and 16. Numbers are on both sides of the equation. So I'm going to divide by 11 and divide by 11. This makes my 11 jump to the other side. Now the x is by itself, which is exactly what I want it to be. 11 goes into into 16 one time. With 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 5 is left over. 11 divides into 55 5 times. X is equal to 15. That's what I would put back in this spot to make those two ratios proportion. Okay. 4.5x is equal to 12 times 3 is 6 and 36. I have numbers on both sides of the wall. I'm going to divide by 4.5 on both sides. This is where we have to think about our rules for decimals when we're dividing. This eliminates itself. X is equal to. This problem now, you might have to do a side calculation. This might be difficult to do in your head. We're not working with a single-digit divisor, so those are a little harder. But if you've had some breaks here in your thinking with some of the shortcuts with single-digit numbers, this won't be too bad to have to do a side problem. So we're going to go 36 divided by 4.5. Now we're going to recall that we cannot have a decimal point in our divisor, so we're going to have to move this decimal point over one spot. That's all we need to get rid of it. The decimal point in a whole number is at the end. Well, in this case, we're going to need to add a 0 to this to move it off. And then that goes straight up into the answer. Now we can start our division. 45 divides into 3. No, it's too small. 36 is smaller than. We have to go all the way over to the very last number in order to get our first answer. Okay, 45 is like, this is really right in the middle here. This is a difficult one because if we estimate this, we would go to 50 because 5 is a power. If we did that, taking 50 into our 360, it's kind of hard to think about too because you're doing 2 digits. So we're just going to take one of the 5. 5 divides into 36 7 times. 7 times 5 is 35. This may not be the exact answer though, because our 45 made us bump. It was such a middle number that it was hard to actually do the estimation on it. But we're just following the rules right now. Let's see how it works out. 7 times 5 is 35. We're going to carry 3. 7 times 4 is 28, 29, 30, 31. When we go to subtract, there's some regrouping that has to get done, and we're back at 45. That tells us our remainder is exactly the same as the divisor, which means that this number right here was just a little too low. We're going to have to go up one number. So this has to come off, and we're going to change this to an 8. Let's take our numbers back so we're not messy. 8 times 5 is 40. Carry 4. 8 times 4 is 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Now it worked out perfectly. So x is equal to 8.